All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing today on this Tuesday, May the 4th, 2021? Thank you for joining here tonight for another metallic episode of Music of Destruction, bringing you guys the very best in metal-related content right here on YouTube on one of the only metal channels you'll ever need. If you guys missed anything in the past week, click that eye in the upper right corner, get caught up on all of the latest videos. I'd really appreciate it. If you want me to review anything, make suggestions down in the comments section. No slam, deathcore, metalcore, or modern tech death. If you enjoy them, great. I do not, to each his own. And remember to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything on this channel. You're looking at one of the hardest working channels in the metal niche on YouTube, bar none. And no one's going to give it to you quite the way I do, as unbridled, passionate, raw, uncensored, and unfiltered as myself. So welcome to Album Review Tuesdays here on the channel. And tonight I'm doing another subscriber request, and this person has asked to remain anonymous, so I'm going to respect his wishes. But he has asked me if I would review Lyrinx Nihilistic Purity, and thankfully I got this on cassette. Now this was released in 2007 on Todstrib Productions, and that's what we're talking about here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And I got this cassette around 2013, and ever since I heard this album back in 2009, I fucking fell in love with it instantly, man. Loved it from start to finish. It took me a few years to track down a copy, but I'm very, very glad that I did, because this is one of the best in the DSBM catalog. So before we get into the review, let me give you guys a brief history on the origin of the band. Now keep in mind that there isn't much floating around on the internet about these guys, and this is what I was able to find out. Now, Lyrinx is a depressive, nihilistic black metal band from the United Kingdom, formed in 2004 and releasing its first bunch of demos a year later. The band reached acclaim after the first EP, Nihilistic Purity, which we're reviewing right here, was released in 2007. Now, initially I thought the band were from Germany, so my bad, but no big deal. Now, the lineup is as follows. We have Lentis.2 on bass, Ego Exitium on drums, L, who passed away in 2018, on guitars, Brenuvarg on vocals, and Lentis on bass. So I guess they had two bass players. I mean, since they never played live, it's hard to know if they utilized both bass players simultaneously. I don't know for sure. Alright, so now that you have a brief history on the band and the lineup, let's get into the review. Now, it opens up with Tides of Self-Destruction and has some of the most melancholic, eerie, and incredibly ice-cold riffing that instantly sends chills down your fucking spine. And then the drum work comes in as a crashing crescendo of pain and despair as it cascades and plunges you into its black hole of despair and chamber wails from beyond the fucking grave. Though, as I said in my Lyrinx versus Anti video, this is the compilation of someone who is on the verge of complete mental psychosis and suicidal madness. And you know, the way it's written is so goddamn fragile and emotionally compelling that it is very difficult to sit through. At least upon your first listening, it's not going to be easy. And if you're not used to DSBM, you probably will shy away from this style of metal. Now, the vocals are pained and incredibly wretched, and he literally sounds like he has collapsed and is now simply wandering through the various states of grief, misanthropy, and nihilism all simultaneously. Now, the song does pick up in tempo, and we get some relatively faster blasting, but it's no less depressing and hopeless, and that's what this track succeeds at the most. This is a great opener. Next up is the title track, and this journey only continues to unfold like a mouth of black hell from beyond, opening and swelling around you as its pure suffocating atmosphere and shrieks and wails of torture and pain only escalate higher and higher. The guitar work is like razor blades slicing through your flesh, and the vocals sound like drug-riddled howls of suicidal longing and misanthropic trajectory as you cannot escape. As it unveils itself and progresses, you only fall further into gray, hopeless abandon with no light at the end of this journey. Only blackness and despair with misanthropic nihilism fully engulfing you in all of its glory. Nihilism and pain are the biggest gripping factors of this release, and it sure as hell succeeds in making you feel like there's absolutely no meaning to anything here in life. So let's check out some of Tides of Self-Destruction here on the channel. Enjoy. And we are back, guys, and yeah, this is another killer song as well. Next up, we have Another Life Ready to End, and by this point of the album, one has to wonder how the fuck this guy survived the recording. Now, I know he had other band members, but as I said, this is very akin to Silencer in so many ways, but different, and I did say this in the Lyrinx vs. Anti video. However, the vocalist seems to be in a very similar mental state of fragility, and seemingly psychotic whirlwinds of uncontrollable despair and pain are very profound throughout this album. The track hypnotizes you as its grasp gets stronger and the air around you thickens with nothing but misanthropic nihilism and suicidal ideation. This is conveyed so perfectly in the riffs, and the way they are created and executed is perfect. The melodies and pain go straight into your soul, and the vocals are so goddamn pain-filled and tortured that it's hard to sit through this, but it's fucking incredible and very effective at delivering in its intended goal of making you feel exactly what's being expressed. Another killer song here as well. Next up, we have Deconstruction of the Will to Live, and this one continues even deeper in its descent into probably some of the lowest depressing places and mental states one could ever experience. The bass work and tapists at the beginning really give it a despondent atmosphere that instantly sets in underneath the flesh and freezes your veins as the melancholic ice-cold riffs cut you deeper and deeper as the song progresses. Now, the mental fragility is even stronger on this track, and I truly believe he was either in the midst of a psychotic breakdown or was experiencing it as this album was being recorded. Because the emotions on this are compelling and real, and it shatters one's mind into a million fucking pieces as it works so well at delivering its intended goal that it's basically flawless in the DSBM genre. This is one of those albums that is way up there for me, and in the genre for sure. This is another killer song here as well. Closing out this album is the aptly titled Exit the Pain of Existence. Now, this track serves as the end, the conclusion, the last-ditch effort for some redeeming quality to continue on when life has lost all of its fucking meaning. I mean, what is left, ladies and gentlemen? Where does one turn when they feel like they have nothing to live for and have exhausted all of their options? This track is the perfect way to conclude this concept, as the entire album is a montage and a bleak reflection of someone who has lost all fucking semblance of happiness and hope and hates the entire fabric of human existence. And that's what this album is for and is all about. The end of life and all of its pathetic reasons for existence. And Lyrinx's Nihilistic Purity is one of the best albums you will ever find in the DSBM catalog. A true misanthropic DSBM classic. And now we come to the final verdict for Lyrinx's Nihilistic Purity. And this one is going to get a 9 out of 10. Pick this one up if you can, if you love this style of metal. So there you guys have it, another album review here in the Books on Music of Destruction. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the premiere tonight. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell so you don't miss anything. Select all for notifications. You can follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at Music of Destruction. My Teespring store open for business. Got some cool merch up. teespring.com/music-of-destruction. The Seed, episode 32, The History of Thrash Metal Part 2, finally up on Patreon. The servers are working. I got that up there. If you want to support, patreon.com/music-of-destruction. Pick the $5 tier. Your support goes to new things and helps keep the channel going, so thank you very much. Helps go to equipment and all that cool stuff. Colton James and myself doing our first movie review for Reviews on the Run movie and game reviews. We are now ordering the lights. We both got our tax returns, so we're going to split the cost down the middle of all the equipment, and it's going to be a great movie and game review channel. We're also working on a Mafia crime drama series for Imperial Creative Assembly, but let's check out a clip of what you can expect from the channel.
My name is Scarlett Marlowe, and I'm a student in urban archaeology.
What was that?
You best back off. I'm getting a little pissed here.
Hell, it's about time.
And we're back. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share the video. Have an awesome night. We will see you guys for Album Ranking Wednesdays in the next video. Cheers, everyone.